Hey, so before we get too far along, I just want to make clear that I'm not burnt out, and you, as the audience, are not responsible for fulfilling any conditions around me continuing to make and upload videos. I'm not going to stop, so this is not that kind of video. Don't worry. This is more just filling you in on my thought process regarding the past, present, and future of the channel and what I'm doing to make sure it remains fun and fulfilling for me, which is important. So if that doesn't interest you, then you can move on. My mission on YouTube is pretty simple. I mean, it's the name of the channel. John Makes Beats is the idea that brought me onto YouTube, and oddly enough, that's the idea that's gonna keep me here. I loved the idea of a channel that would just show week after week the process of someone in the studio making a song with some commentary as it went on. Just real ideas from inception, real reactions to it being made, and real gratitude and happiness from the producer making something they were proud of. Just something real. And we did that week after week for a while. And then it was every other week. And then every 3 weeks. And you get it. So what happened? Well, YouTube happened. Anybody can upload a video, but what you do after that upload is everything. Did it perform well and get a lot of views? Well, why is that? Maybe I can figure out what did well and lean into that instead. Oh, now this one performed badly. What am I doing here that I need to stop? Now I'm noticing certain videos that did well last year aren't doing as well now. Are the audience's tastes changing? I haven't been watching, videos from other creators in a couple months. Maybe everyone else has evolved and I'm just being left in the dust. I did a couple Talking Heads videos that did pretty well. Maybe I should throw that into my other videos and make kind of like, half talking head, half beat making videos. I uploaded a video about just making a beat last week with no spin on it. There was no hook. So I can't do that twice in a row or people will get bored. So I have to come up with another novel idea. And now I'm not even thinking about making music. I'm just thinking about ideas I could come up with to make music making interesting, and you get the point. These tweaks and improvements might be the right thing to do from a growth and success standpoint, but I couldn't help but feel that each time I made a concession in the concept department, I was moving further away from the name of the channel. I always found a way to shoehorn beat making in there, but the essence was different from video to video. And if we're being honest, it got to the point where I was so worried about the concept and angle of the next video to make it like clickable and watchable. I was actually making less music, which is kind of the opposite of what I wanted to do with the channel. So, there's this sort of trap that's easy to fall into here. The competition is so fierce on this website that, combined with the fact that it's pretty expensive to make videos week after week, whether you're paying with, money or time, you can't help but be invested, even if it means swimming against your own current. And it can eventually lead video makers to lose sight about what they want to bring to the platform. It doesn't matter if you're into it as long as it performs well. And that's not why I started this channel. Here's a confession. I don't like having to come up with a brand new angle every week to put a spin on the same old idea. I don't like the advertising copywriter nature of having to come up with a sensational new thumbnail and title for each week. I want this to be a procedural show, like The Joy of Painting or something like that. If it looks like this week's video is just like last week's video, yeah, that's because it is. And I know that means, something different for the growth of this channel, but I think I'm good with that. So I've started to look at success on YouTube a little bit differently. I used to look at just views. If a video had more views, then it was more successful. I've since learned a couple things. One, not every view is created equal. And two, one view, to build on top of that, one view from a core audience member is worth 500 new views. I'm fighting for the people who already watch my stuff, and I want them to come back and watch more. So I'm focused on making videos for my audience avatar. which every channel should have, right? It's nothing special. That's just the image you have in your brain of who is like the perfect person to watch your videos, you know, and that's who you target your videos to. Well, my audience avatar is the same as my music, which is people like me. So I'm going to make videos for me because I know I'm not that unique and there are others out there who are like me. And if I enjoy simple workflow videos and process videos about making beats without having to talk about, you know, stuff like the new sampler of the day or, you know, an amateur versus expert breakdown on how to chop your drum break, then I know there will be other people out there who feel the same way as I do, and they'd rather watch those. So that's all I need. And so with that being said, I'm happy to announce that we're going back to weekly videos. So here's how I'm going to make that work for me. I have a Patreon. You don't need to subscribe to it. I've been doing sneaky little live streams over there for a little bit and filming them for videos on the channel at the same time. That doesn't mean that they're going to look like live streams. It just means that I'm doing them at the same time and still with a full camera setup. That allows two things to happen. It makes the live streams available for those who care, and the exclusive contained nature of the audience there allows me to still be able to film as if I'm working in a studio by myself and you're just like a fly on the wall. I even close the chat while I'm working so I don't get distracted. So it's basically like I'm filming them offline. So yeah, that's what works best for me. And that's really it. You as the audience on YouTube will be getting the same videos you've been getting, but with less emphasis on trickery and trying to spin the same concept over and over again. And those who are on Patreon will get the full unedited sessions and all the music I make on them because they help me with operational costs. So I'm pretty confident with how this is structured, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the future videos. And yeah, that's all I had to say. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.